Today, we've got another look at the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra as well as plenty of confirmations on its specs, so hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So first up, we've got news that Samsung are going to be releasing a revamped Bixby with the S25 series, and Samsung already have a large language model Bixby in China, and they'll be using AI to further increase Bixby's capabilities. And truth be told, Bixby just hasn't taken off the same as other smartphone assistants, so I guess this is Samsung's last push to try and get it there with AI. Now, another great AI integration is with today's video sponsor Verbo, your one-stop shop for all of your AI-generated content. You can access on a browser or via the mobile app, and it literally covers all of your needs from a simple text prompt that generates a whole AI video.
Features that will redefine your daily life. These devices aren't just smart,
to making AI avatars of yourself and even making an AI talking photo.
And this is a test where I've used AI to create a talking Christmas photo of myself.
You can do text-to-speech, speech-to-speech, and even clone a voice to use. And if that wasn't enough, you can translate text, audio, and video, and you can even translate a video with lip syncing.
C'est une vidéo de moi parlant anglais et j'ai demandé à l'IA de traduire cette vidéo en français.
With all of these AI needs in one place, Verbo is a great tool for everyone, and of course I've placed a link down in the description below, so you can go ahead and check that out now. Now back to the S25 series, and we've got another benchmark appearing for the S25, but this time it's powered by the Exynos 2500 instead of the Snapdragon 8 Elite, and this confirms that Exynos will be used on the S25 in certain regions. Now, it scored 2,358 for single-core, and then 8,211 for multi-core, and this is quite a bit lower than the previous Snapdragon benchmarks that we've seen, but of course the benchmark was run on an early prototype, so there's going to be more optimizations increasing the score before the official launch. Now next up, we've got color confirmations for the whole lineup, and according to CID on Twitter, the S25 and the S25 Plus are going to be coming in Silver Shadow, Navy, Mint or Ice Blue, and the S25 Ultra is going to be coming in Titanium White Silver, Titanium Silver Blue, Titanium Grey and Titanium Black. And Ice Universe also tweeted to confirm the existence of the Titanium White Silver. And now that we've got all of the colors, I'm going to be creating a new concept trailer as soon as possible to show you guys all of the correct color options. Now, as well as the colors, we've also got the pricing leaked for the EU, and it shows that the Galaxy S25 is going to start at €899. The Galaxy S25 Plus is going to start from around €1,149, and then the S25 Ultra is starting from €1,449. And while these prices are not directly comparable between the different regions, it does show that there's no pricing increase from the predecessor, so I would say whatever region you're in, expect it to be the same or at least very close to last year's pricing. Now next up, we've got another reveal of the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra thanks to new images from Roland Quant, and they showcase the Galaxy S25 Ultra in the white and the black variant, and I have to say, while I didn't like the design at first, it's definitely starting to grow on me. Now, of course, these are dummy units, but they do give us a good look at what we can expect from the new S25 Ultra and how the phone is actually going to look. And these design details tend to come from case manufacturers this late in the launch schedule, and they do tend to be pretty accurate, so we can be pretty sure at this point that this is exactly what the S25 Ultra is going to look like. Now, for those excited for the S25 series though, we're now going to run through the full specs, design, and the expected pricing for each model in the range to help you guys decide which one is right for you. So hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So first up, we've got the standard Galaxy S25, which is coming with a 6.36-inch dynamic AMOLED display with improvements to brightness and color accuracy. We're getting a 120Hz display with HDR10+, and a resolution of 1080 by 2340, and of course protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 3. We get a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera for the selfies, and then on the rear it's a triple camera setup consisting of a wide, an ultra-wide and a telephoto camera, but unfortunately at this time we don't know the exact sensors being used. It's going to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite in the USA, and the global models are going to be using the Exynos 2500, and it's coming with a choice of 8 or 12 GB of RAM and 128 up to 512 GB storage, and this will be UFS 4. It's coming with a 4100 mAh battery with 45 watt fast charging, and it will of course come with 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7 and ultra wideband support, and it's going to be launching with One UI 7 based on Android 15, and it's expected to launch from around $800 in January 25. So next up, we've got the Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus, which is coming with a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED display, and again, we get improvements to brightness and color accuracy. We get a 120Hz display with HDR10+, and a resolution of 1440 by 3120, and again is protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 3. We get a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera for the selfies, then on the rear it's a triple camera setup consisting of a wide, an ultra-wide and a telephoto, but again, at this moment in time, we don't know the exact sensors being used. It's going to be powered up by the Snapdragon 8 Elite in the USA, and then the global markets are getting the Exynos 2500, and it's coming with 12GB of RAM and a choice of 256 or 512 storage, and this will of course be UFS 4. It's coming with a 4900 mAh battery with 45-watt fast charging, and of course it's going to come with 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7 and ultra-wideband support, and it's going to be launching with One UI 7 based on Android 15, and it's expected to launch from around $1,000 in January 2025. Now finally, we've got the most premium model, the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, and the S25 Ultra is coming with a 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED display with improvements to brightness and the color accuracy. We get a 120Hz display with HDR10+, a resolution of 1440 by 3120, and it's going to be protected by Gorilla Glass Armor 2. We're likely going to get a 12-megapixel camera for the selfies, but there are a few rumors that it could be the first S phone with an under-panel camera. And on the rear, we get a quad camera setup consisting of a wide, an ultra-wide, a telephoto and a periscope camera, but again, at this moment in time, we don't know the exact sensors being used. Now it's going to be powered up by the Snapdragon 8 Elite in all regions, and it's coming with 16GB of RAM and up to a terabyte of storage, and this will of course be UFS 4. It's coming with a 5000 mAh battery with 45-watt fast charging, and it will of course come with 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7 and ultra-wideband, and it's going to be launching with One UI 7 based on Android 15, and the S25 Ultra is expected to launch from $1,300 in January 2025. So overall, the Samsung Galaxy S25 series is looking great, and it's refreshing to see a new design with the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now it's great news that the S25 Ultra is going to use the Snapdragon 8 Elite on all of the models, but it may be disappointing for some of you that the lower-end models are going to be using the Exynos 2500, as it doesn't seem to be performing as well as the Snapdragon. Now of course, in terms of the upgrades, it's pretty much what we expect from an S phone. There's nothing really major that's exciting or groundbreaking, but with Samsung continually working on AI and also introducing this new Bixby, hopefully there are some great new software features on offer. But the fact that it looks a little bit different than last year is also a refreshing change. Now because of its similarities, I can't imagine anyone with an S24 is going to be rushing for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older S phone or looking to try out their first S phone, then it will of course be a great choice. Now launch is fast approaching as it's in January, and we're no doubt going to get more and more leaks coming in as we approach it, and of course I'm going to be sharing them as soon as they come in, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.